Welcome back, everyone, to the One Last Year podcast, and happy homecoming week, everyone. It is
Woo!
episode 17, and oh man, is it good to be speaking again, be doing this intro again? Because last week,
Hey, welcome back, Sawyer.
last week, I'm gonna be real. Last week's episode is kind of a blur to me. I was like half paying attention the whole time. I took the first ever mid podcast bathroom break. I don't know if you noticed that.
After leaving?
I just kind of left the last episode at one point. I don't know if you noticed that.
Saw that. I did
Well,
notice. Don't worry, I
well,
wouldn't forget you.
I wish, dude. There were so many points last episode where I wish I could have like joined in. Like, I think it was Noah who brought it up, where it was like the point about how like you learn to appreciate the bad memories, and as you go on in life, because of what you learned from them. Dude, I thought that was like so
I
wise.
think it was actually me that said that.
I remember
Pretty
like
sure that was me.
Well, I don't know. Y'all were talking about that. I was like, man, this is like such a good conversation, but I do not want to talk right now. But
That's what I've
anyways,
been telling you. You should do the director's commentary.
mm,
Just commentate over the episode and sell it as a new one.
we could do that
Oh,
one day.
Stories version.
tandem track.
Here's everything that I think you guys did wrong and what I would have said instead. But no, no, no,
Annotate it for it.
no, no. Anyways, it's homecoming week. That's I think. Oh, I think I should preface when this is coming, like when we're recording this, so there's like context of what we're gonna talk about. So this is Thursday night. The parade and powder puff game just happened. We're back from that. Um, so this is coming out Friday morning. So we can. I'm just gonna talk as if it's Friday already because it basically already is.
It feels like Friday. I was waiting for the weekend, but now I
Mm.
gotta wake up at 6.
Yeah, dude. I do not feel
Yeah.
like I have school tomorrow and I have a calculus test, which I'm definitely not ready for. David, are you ready for that calculus test?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the hard part is not the limits, it's the algebra.
Oh, I
And
feel like.
as long as I don't, play myself out of the algebra, I should be getting a B or above on that test.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Keep my
dude,
B in the class.
I had a physics test today that I completely forgot about going into class because like we had our multiple choice yesterday that I did and I got a pretty good grade on, and I thought that was just the end of the test, and I forgot there was a written portion today, and I walked into class like, oh man, dude, I'm so glad that test is over, and I completely forgot we were only halfway done with it. But homecoming week, that's this week. I think it's been
Mhm.
pretty good so far. Pretty good. There's been quite a few things that have happened for us to talk about. Um,
Mhm.
I guess so.
Yeah,
uh,
homecoming weeks. This is the most busy I've been on homecoming week. It's totally different now being on student council.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
you would have been a little more busy if you showed up to the meetings, but
My mom, dude.
was you? Huh?
So you're like my mom.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you kind of have to be showing up to those, Ian. You've been kind of slacking lately.
Yeah. Gotta wake up early.
Heard about that.
I did wake up early, David. I'll have you know, I woke up Tuesday morning at 6 o'clock. Took a little shower. I like did the full morning routine. I was feeling so good. I sat down on my computer desk at like 7, and I was like, man, what am I gonna do for the next hour? I guess I'll just play some games really quick. And then Sawyer messaged me, hey, where were you in the meeting? I was like, oh fuck, I could have gone. I just totally forgot about it.
Dude.
Do you have a calendar? Do you have, like, a calendar in
I don't have
your
a calendar, but
phone at
now
all?
Armand tells me he's gonna text me every morning or every night before to tell me there's a meeting tomorrow.
So, bro, we need to get you one of the middle school planners.
Dude,
You could plan out your day. That's what
dude,
I've been thinking lately. I was like, "This planner is stupid in middle school." I didn't use a planner once in middle school. I didn't use the passes,
Oh, I
but I
didn't
think I
either.
might actually I would maybe stoop down to the level of using a planner if they provided them.
mhm,
Hey,
But then again, if they gave me
Ian,
I probably wouldn't. I don't know.
what do we have Saturday morning?
sad. Dance.
We,
Wait,
yeah,
we have to decorate for the dance.
yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing Saturday morning,
Mm.
8
Sorry,
a.m.
sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I totally guessed.
Oh,
When did they say that?
The meeting that you missed.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they had like a whole calendar, like scheduled week. I sent you a picture of it at one point. Um, but I guess to talk about like our experience with homecoming week so far, we could start at like the beginning. Yes, Ian Chandler.
I was gonna say we should start at the beginning.
That's what I'm saying right now. We should start at the beginning.
Wow.
Uh, I guess it started with us decorating the school. I suppose.
That was my committee,
Mm.
decorating. So I think I should take this one here, Sawyer.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
I knew a lot was going on. I actually thought I was gonna be late because my committee had to show up early to make sure all the supplies was ready. I thought I was running late, but really I just misread the time. So yet again, another instance of me being really responsible on student council.
Mm-hmm.
I got there and I found out I'm gonna be in charge of decorating the commons. So that was cool. If you guys liked the commons decorations, that was all me. You're welcome.
All those streamers up on the ceiling. Tall guy here. That was him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then everyone else showed up, and I got a little group to help me decorate the commons, and everyone on my committee was in charge of decorating something. And it was actually I really liked it. I didn't think I'd enjoy decorating as much as I did. I had a bunch of fun. Sorry, what did you think?
I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I think the commons actually look really good. The south entrance looks really good, like that sign
Oh,
above the door.
yeah, that's all me.
That was you,
That was
David.
all David
That
Ball.
was me.
I thought you were
Mhm.
decorating like the locker bay outside the commons. That's where
Yeah,
I saw you.
I was, and then they're like, David Wall, can you do South Lot too? And I said, sure. So then me and Claire went to South Lot, and
So
then
that
Yeah, they said
we
sign.
did that.
David Ball, you're so amazing. You did such a good job over here. Please go also decorate the commons
So
or
that
the.
sign above the doors that like go towards like the bathroom. That's you.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Yeah.
that sign was fire. I remember, I think it was Tuesday. I was like walking through the hall during first block because I have an off block, but I didn't know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I like was by the south doors, and I just stopped and like was looking up at it. I was like, man, that does look pretty good.
I was trying to say we should do something like that for the commons. Like I was gonna put the Las Vegas sign we had above the door, but they were like, "There's not enough room." They were
Dude,
worried people were gonna pull it down.
my decorating experience
W-
was not as fun as your guys's was. You probably saw what I was doing the whole time, Ian.
I
Um,
forgot.
so I'm on the marketing committee, which is also in charge of like the homecoming shirts.
Oh,
So for like 2 hours straight, I was going through everyone's order of the homecoming shirts. I basically had to take everyone's bag, take it out of like take the order out of the bag with the shirts, and then look up what advisory the person had, and then write down the name of the advisor or name of the teacher on every single sheet of paper so that they could be delivered for like 2 hours, bro. I was getting so bored,
It's
and
a notable job.
I was getting so tired of being like, "Yo, where is this teacher at?" Because we were sorting the boxes by like floors, and I was like, "Who are these teachers? I've never heard of these people in my life, and I'm a senior. I should know these things."
so if you guys ordered a homecoming shirt and you see Sora in the hallway, make sure you thank him for all the hard work he did.
Make sure.
He's
Well, like 50 chance, 50-50, because Rowan was doing it too.
thank Rowan.
If the handwriting on your order looked like slightly worse, it was probably me.
Mhm.
That was my handwriting. Um,
I
uh,
got I got my homecoming shirt in the mail 2 days early.
yeah. Why is
What was that
that?
about?
I don't know.
Look at
I don't understand what happened,
So you
but
can
I'm not
order them
complaining about
like
it.
to go to your house. You can ship them to your house.
I ordered it online, but I don't know what I checked to get it to go to my house. Maybe I'm just special or something.
I got mine early just because I found
VIP.
it when I was like going through all the shirts at decorating, so I just kept it.
I should
Um,
have sold it or something.
and then there was float building after that, which I wasn't even at. But how was float building for you guys
Huh.
for the parade? The parade floats.
I don't know about David, but I had a great time. I did zero work pretty much. Oh yeah, David, we did the same thing.
Yeah.
So we were at float building, and Addie's mom had literally made all of our decorations for us. All we had to do was put them on our truck bed. So we were pretty much set. It took all probably like 15 minutes, but they were like, Ian, Ian, there's something in the attic that we need you to go get.
Oh, I
This
know what it is.
big popcorn bucket. We forgot it. And I was like, I don't want to go alone. So I looked at David Ball, and he was standing there doing absolutely nothing, looking bored. So I was like, David, do you want to go to the attic with me and help me get this thing? And he said, yes, I would love to.
Yeah, it was
And then
fun.
it was a lot of fun. We had a nice bonding moment.
Yeah, we broke into the school, smashed a
Yep.
couple windows, trashed a couple rooms, and
Hey,
Uh-huh.
got out.
whoa! That's not very Stuco, man. You shouldn't be saying stuff like that. You never know what might happen. Dude, that
True.
popcorn, like that big popcorn thing, I've been looking at it every single time I went up in the attic and was like, man, are we ever gonna use that? And like today during the parade, I like went over and checked out the senior float because I hadn't seen it. I was like, hey, I know where that's from.
Popcorn.
Yeah. It was a cool float, I got to admit. Addie's mom did a great job decorating it.
Yeah, it did look pretty cool. I'll admit, the junior float did also look quite cool. I'm gonna be honest,
Okay.
but I don't know. I think ours was probably maybe the best. I'm not biased
It
though.
should be.
Yeah, I didn't go to float building though. 2 years in a row actually, on student council, I have not been to float building at all ever. Because last year, I was also on the marketing committee and we were doing homecoming shirts during decorating, just like before. Which float building is like immediately after decorating the school. Um, but last year the shirt orders were like taking way longer to sort through because at that point they weren't even sorted into like the orders, right? We had everyone's orders on pieces of paper, but all the shirts were just in boxes. So we had to basically get people's like orders and find the exact shirts like and their size and everything and back like so that took a really long time. So every other junior,
Sounds fun.
no, it really wasn't. Um
Alright.
every other junior went to float building while I was still like doing all the shirts. And so by the time I was done, I was like, all right, let me go help finish up float building. Um, y'all finished up so quickly that I showed up to the bus barn and you were all already gone. So I just had to walk back to the high school, like walk of shame.
That's basically how it went this year. The seniors were done within 15 minutes.
Hmm.
And when me and David got back, they put the popcorn thing on, and then basically everyone left.
Yep.
I stayed for a little while just to chill and chat with everyone. The Yeah, it was the juniors. They had a jukebox on their float, but it was originally supposed to be a slot machine.
Hmm.
And the advisors told them, "You can't have a slot machine. That's gambling." Yet the seniors and all the floats actually could have poker chips and cards and dice. That was all fine.
I mean, cards and dice, I get. It's the poker chips that are like, I don't know.
I mean, they're just plastic. It's not until you assign value to them.
That's
Well,
true.
But,
Very
what
well,
wise.
what's
you know,
what's
the
going on with in the commons or in the locker bay? What's with the Elvis thing? I heard that was gonna be at the dance, but I feel like it was placed in, like, the most vulnerable
Yeah, I didn't know it
spot
was
right
gonna
there.
just be in the locker bay, the cardboard cutout of Elvis.
Yeah, I
I
put that
am
there. That
I'm
was
maybe
me.
astounded that it has not been that was you? I'm astounded it has
Mhm.
not been stolen
Yeah, Claire was telling me,
all
she's
week.
like, "I need you to stand in front of this for the entire week so that people don't take it." And people haven't taken it, and I haven't stood in front of it for 1 minute.
Is it
So,
just gonna be moved into the gym for
I
the
don't know.
dance? I
You
mean,
tell me.
I'd assume so. Why would I know? I'm not dance committee.
Well, I'm not the dance committee either.
All right, Mr. Film on the Field committee. I'll get to you later. I have some
Uh,
complaints.
oh,
Oh, we'll get to you?
We'll
I
get to
Alright.
think
film on the field in a moment.
the
Sure.
whole Elvis thing, we just didn't know where to put it. We just kind of threw it there because we were
Well,
supposed to have way more
I
cutouts.
mean,
I don't know why we didn't have them, but
I think the cutout isn't
oh,
life
cool.
size, unless Elvis was shorter than I think he is.
I think so.
Well, no, it can't be life size because, like, even if he was that short, he's not that petite, like, he looks really skinny. I thought he was, like, a big dude.
That's true.
He was a pretty big dude.
Um,
But
yeah,
the
but
re-
we actually went way under budget. We were expecting to spend like $800 for both powder puff and the school decoration thing. We only ended up spending like $300 or $400. It was pretty sweet.
Man, nice. Now, the reason I wasn't at float building this year was because I had to go home and finish up a certain video advertising everything for homecoming week, which a lot of people saw, and I think a lot of people enjoyed. I don't know what
I
you
like
guys thought.
I
Maybe
appreciated
some
that video.
people
I thought
didn't
that
enjoy
was
Some
that
people
one.
there may have been like one specific person who didn't enjoy it, but uh, who may or may not be a former guest on this podcast. I don't really want to get into that though.
Star stuff? Alright.
But basically, I guess to give some context behind that video and why it is the way it is, because I was sick last week, obviously, because one episode 15 was super duper late,
16.
and no, episode 15
Never
was
mind.
late because that was the one with Ty and Aiden, and then I obviously didn't speak last episode because I had like maybe strep throat, which I still don't know if I do, but I definitely still do have an ear infection. I can barely hear out of my left ear. So
Huh?
thanks, David. You did the same thing in like calculus today
No.
when I told you. I was like, yeah, I got an ear infection. Huh? You're funny. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy.
I know I am.
But
Come on.
with me being sick last week, because they wanted like a video, I guess like the advisors and like Finn and Callista and who else wanted a video advertising all this like Spirit Days and all the events of Homecoming Week. But with me, one just being on court, homecoming court, and also being sick and missing school a bunch, they like didn't have time at all to record it. So I was just like, hey, let me do it. Just let me do it myself. Trust me. I'll make it good.
Yeah,
And that's
it
what I
was
did.
good.
I just voiced it here at home. And I actually lost my voice making that video. At one point, like it took me
That was the last time Sawyer spoke.
like it took me 3 days to make. Like the first day, I like recorded the audio for like half of it. The second day, I like edited that half of like the video and then recorded the rest of the audio. And then the third day, which was the day of float building, I like finished editing the footage. Like the day after like the first recording, I woke up and I lost my voice because in the video one of like the bits I was doing was like there's like a background voice of me where I'm just shouting in the background. You probably heard that. Like it was like welcome to homecoming week, and then me in the back like, oh yeah, I love homecoming.
Yeah, in
And
my advisory, Cooper Chase, he looks over me, and was like, Ian, is that you in the background? I was like, no.
no, that's just me, but
I
I'm
was like,
sick.
I'm not talented enough to act like that.
But I lost my voice because I was just doing that. Like I did all of those like in a row, so I was just standing in the corner of my room shouting for a long time. Just going like, and I was doing multiple takes too. I was like, "Yeah, man, homecoming, yeah." And I woke up the next day, and I like woke up and I was like, ugh. Oh, I couldn't speak,
That's tough. That's sad.
but I pulled through. I got it out. I think people enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
It's a good one. You gotta get on that
Jacob.
more.
Should I do more like that?
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if you
I
have the
really
ability.
enjoyed it.
I mean,
I enjoyed that one. I thought that got the word out.
I'd like to do like I still like doing like IRL like filming and whatnot, but I think it'd be fun to include more bits of like me coming in to
Mhm.
speak at points. Like, we'd have like an ad
The wig gags?
of David like busting it down, and I'm like, and then like audio of me comes in, and I'm like, see this man here? He's getting so hyped for the spring fling. You should too. And then it just cuts to more footage of David busting it down. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Mhm.
I like that.
But and then I had to make
Sure.
a second video. We can talk about that in a moment though. What else did we do? I guess the week before there was all the preparation for like Hoko Court, or was that this
Mhm.
week? I don't remember the dates for anything. When did we take
Mm,
pictures?
Last week,
Last
Wednesday.
week?
That was last week.
It was last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah, Wednesday
sense.
last week.
Because
'Cause you were sick.
that was the day we recorded the last episode.
Mhm.
Man, my perception of time is off. But I don't know. We had a lot of practice for a skit. I'm not going out of order here. Should I just stick to the court video,
Hey.
Yeah.
What was the court video?
like the
What's going on
homecoming
with the
court?
court video?
Yeah, if there's someone to talk about, then yeah.
I would like to know the process behind that.
The process. So the second video that came out this week that got shown yesterday or 2 days ago. Oh, bye Ian. Um, Ian's going. Ian's gonna be right back.
Alright.
There goes my hero.
Was the court video, so all the pairs on court, so that includes David and I, which I don't know if I said this last episode. I really wanted to. Did I mention Jacob what you said 2 episodes ago?
Yeah,
I probably said a lot of stuff 2 episodes ago.
I think you brought it up.
I just
Eh.
because 2 episodes ago when we recorded the day of voting for court members, we were talking about it, and like you were like, I think it was Ian who said, "What are you guys gonna do for homecoming?" And or maybe it was Ty. Yeah, that said it. And I jokingly went, "Oh, I'm gonna win homecoming king," and Jacob immediately goes, "Sawyer, you're not even gonna be on the ballot, bro." Well, I'm not only am I on the ballot, but so is David. So
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I
What do you have
just
to say about that, Jacob?
I think that was an echo in the room or something. I think I was like,
mm,
might have been spirits.
All right,
sure,
then.
sure,
You're
sure,
gonna have to give
buddy.
me a timestamp.
Where'd you go, Ian?
I don't recall this.
Me?
Yeah, where'd you go?
Where'd you
I had
go?
to go. I had to go plug something in really quick.
Oh, all right, sure. Yeah, but
Go find your flow?
we,
Alright.
we made the court video. David and I had a little coordinated bit in the video where,
Mhm.
because the way it was formatted is like we all had like a list of questions.
There was like 20 of them.
Yeah, yeah. And you could choose like 3 of them. And one of the questions was if you could switch places with someone on court, who would it be? And David said he would like to switch with Livy so he could be with me. And I said I would like to switch with Eliana so I could be with him. That was a
Uh-huh.
bit we were doing.
Pretty
I
funny bit.
remember. I
We were-
remember in my advisory, they were like, "Bro, these 2 kids are gay for each other."
Hey, dude. Hey.
Hey
They
there.
were like, "Why do they want to
2024.
be with each other so bad?"
Bro, there ain't nothing wrong with that. We're just homies,
Mhm.
bro. Bro.
Yeah, I had admin come up to me today. They're like, "Your video was so cute when you said you wanted to be with Sawyer." I'm like, "Please, guys, please."
Thanks everyone. I know.
Shush, shush.
Bro,
And
but
so I'm not trying to accuse you of anything here, but it kind of seemed like you put a little more effort into your video than everyone else's.
all right. Hold on. All right, first off, I want to just say one last thing about the bit we did. Obviously, the girls were okay with us saying that.
Mhm.
That
Again, certain individuals may not have realized that we were joking and
I
weren't
was
Yeah,
being.
you
I
said it
was
was a question on
wondering.
the ballot.
I was kind of wondering what the girls were thinking if they're like, "Wow, fuck these guys."
Why would Sawyer say something like that? Bro, could you imagine if we were recording that and Livy was like, hey, Sawyer, I don't really want you to say that. I don't care. I'm going to say it anyways. Like, no, they were fine with it. We communicated.
Yo,
But
what if they plot against you and they both win instead of you both?
how would that even
That'd be kind
happen?
of a crazy turn of
I
events.
didn't think about that.
I think I mean,
But you
Hey,
know, you're saying that I put more effort into my part of the video. Okay.
Mhm.
So, with the whole bit, the very last question that I chose was the question, how would you describe your pair? And initially, I wanted to, um, basically, my answer to the question was, we're the pair that's gonna win. Because it's like, oh, that's funny. That goes hard. Okay.
Yeah.
But we recorded that in the library, like the rest of our video, which our good friend Thomas Casey, he was the one recording us in the library, actually. But I was
Wait,
looking.
wait. I'm sorry, really quick. How did that go? Having Thomas record you guys in the library.
Oh, he was fine.
Okay.
He
I don't know
wasn't.
if he was.
does he have a library voice? I don't think he has an inside voice.
He has an inside voice.
I kind of thought he had like an anti-library card. They just don't let him in the
Well,
place
was it because of film on the field?
He's banned from every library.
We get.
because I know who the what?
I feel like every episode since like school started, I've come in here with some story about. So yeah, we were being a public nuisance again at lunch.
And they're always the same story.
It's always Thomas.
It's always Thomas just screaming about something.
Yeah, I just feel like Thomas would say some crazy stuff about you and Olivia.
Bro, no, he was fine. It was chill. But basically, I was looking back at the footage of me saying that in the library, and I was like, man, I don't really like this. So I like reached out to David, and I was like, hey, David, do you want to meet in the parking lot like really late at night? And
Uh-huh.
then we
What
did
time was it?
That was
like
like 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more like 8.
Yeah, it was like 8:30.
Yeah.
But we met in the south parking lot, and we did a lot of takes because I didn't really know how I wanted to do it. So we just recorded me saying the line over and over in different ways, some of which I was wearing a cape for. Uh, but and then for the video, it like cut to it at the end, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use all the takes we did. So that's what I did with like the shot where it like cuts in between all of us.
What was the elevator pitch for getting David to record that? Like
Uh,
David picked up his phone at 9 o'clock at night and he sees a
No,
message.
I
You
was
could meet
already
me
at
in the south
drumline.
parking lot right
I was
now.
already at drumline
He's like, I've been
practice.
subbing.
So I was already at the school, and Sawyer wanted to meet at 9, and I said practice ends at 8. So if we can do this at 8, that'd be better. And I actually left practice early, and then followed Sawyer into the parking lot.
well, I
And then I
was so
got food.
scared. I pulled into the parking lot at 8. It's like dark outside. There's no one around. I like get into the parking spot. I'm like, all right, now I gotta text David. I just put my car in reverse, and the little camera turned on. David's right behind me. Like I was scared. I didn't realize it was him at first. I thought someone just pulled up on me.
I get jumped.
Yeah, I saw your reverse lights come on, and I was like, oh, he's gonna run into me.
Like his car or just his face in your camera?
Yeah, no, I stuck my face in his camera.
Bro, that would have
I
been even
kinda-
scarier if it's just David
That would've been
What if he
sprinting.
just
terrifying.
stepped on the gas and just ran you over?
Well,
Hey, I'm
He's a
we'll
little
never be
eliminating.
here
I'm
today.
eliminating the competition for king.
I guess
All
we'll
right.
never know.
And oh yeah. Also, it's not like I reached out to him like right at 8 o'clock. Like, hey, go there now. Like I reached out in the morning.
Right.
Which, speaking of which, making that court video took me an entire day. I stayed home from school on Monday to do it.
That's kind of funny.
I was working from 10 a.m. to 4:30 a.m. the next day.
Jesus.
But with that recording thrown in there too.
A little break.
Well, actually, there was another break too. It was like 10:30 at night, and I was like, man, I'm getting so tired. All right, I'm gonna take a nap and then get back to work. So I set my alarm for like 11:30, but I like slept through it and woke back up at like 2 a.m. I was like, oh, dang it.
I was gonna say if I tried to do that, I would wake up at 10.
I was like, oh man, it's 2 a.m. Oh, I better get back to work anyways. And then it came out, and people, I think, liked it too. So that's my work for homecoming week.
Yeah. What was there anything going on Monday? Was there any special events? I don't remember.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
It was
Nothing really
only
happened.
Wednesday when film on the field
Oh.
happened.
The best event.
Yeah,
The
that's
best
that.
event.
David, that was your committee. Tell us about the process there,
That's a good one.
David.
Well, so it was my 3rd year on the committee, and I get there, and our chair is like, "Why aren't you trying this committee? It's your 3rd year." And I said, "That's too much work." And then I
Or-
pulled out my lawn chair and sat there for about an hour and a half, and then I went up to the attendance table, not the the tickets table, and I took money from people in cans because we took cans this year.
Did anyone
And
bring
we
cans instead of money?
Yeah, we filled about $10 cans. So we got a
Good
lot
job.
of cans. We were looking at the money afterwards, and just from the money we made from tickets and from concessions, we did not make enough to pay back the guy who runs like the movie screens, which is kind of funny. We were like short like $20. Um, but student council's flush with cash, so that doesn't matter. But we got plenty of cans for the hunger drive, and that's really all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, how is film on the field not like super pirating? Because it's like first off, you're showing a bunch of
Um,
kids this movie that you don't own for free, and then it's not for free. You're making money off of it. How does that work?
um, cause they,
We
they don't,
paid for the streaming service
It's
that got the movie.
educational.
we paid for the movie, yeah.
Yeah, so we're good. That's
think-
not
Pay for the
Yeah.
dudes who have the.
I think Jacob
Alright.
might be asking too many questions.
Yeah. I mean, Jacob, I heard you didn't even like the movie, so
Yeah.
why
Yeah,
are we
okay,
even
David,
there?
can you explain to
I
us
might
the
have said that.
process for like deciding on
Yeah,
movies?
yeah. So we were at the second lock-in, right? And we're all talking to each other. Like, what movies could we do? and we come up with like a bunch of movies, and then Miss Fank comes over and she's like, "Hey, these have to be PG-13, so that cuts out like almost all of them." And we got down to uh, Elvis, Ocean's 11, and Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, and I think it was obvious that it was going to be Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 because I feel like that's just what people are going to vote for. Because we put a vote out to the general public, and the general public, 60 some percent of them said that they wanted Paul Blart Mall Cop number 2. So
And that's
you guys
stupid.
can't blame us. You can't blame us. You can blame the people. You can blame the
You
people in the school.
you should have said screw democracy and put in Ocean's 11.
I think
Exactly.
Ocean's 11 would have been better too, but the people didn't want Ocean's 11. And I just want to say,
Well,
y'all were
okay,
cheering pretty
no,
loud at the end of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
all right, I'll get to why that happened. But the thing is that the reason that Paul Blart 2 even won was because people just thought it would be funny to vote for it. Okay? I know multiple people who
Sawyer?
voted.
The thing is, the reason I don't care about what you have to say is because your camera's blurry right now,
Dude, I don't know
and
what
I
that's
can't
about,
focus on
man.
anything.
I don't did I get a faulty one in the mail? Whatever. Look. Hold on. Wait. There we go. It's better now. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. The only reason that Paul Blart won is because people thought it'd be funny to vote for it. I know multiple people, lots of people, who like voted for Paul Blart 2 because they thought it was funny with no intention of actually going, right? If you re-polled just the people who went to film on the field, who actually went there, Paul Blart 2 would not have won. I guarantee it
Well, the
wouldn't
people
have.
who went to film on the field were the ones who consciously chose to pay $5 to watch Paul Blart.
Dude, the amount of people that paid $5 and 5 minutes later after the movie started left was crazy. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah,
I
everybody
know
left.
there
Well,
was
it's because
one film.
they heard no PDA and they were like, "Well, what's the point?
Yeah.
I can't
Miss
watch Paul Blart without it."
Miss Kleppy comes up to the tickets table and she gets a call and she's like, "All right, guys, I have to leave." And we're like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Apparently, people are bouncing on each other." And we're
Bruh.
like, we're like, "What?" But there, like, I know back to like people leaving. I know like a student council member that came in, paid $5, took a picture for their assignment because they have to go to certain events, and then left.
That was Armand.
No, it wasn't Armand. It was
Was
not Armand. No, Armand snuck in for free, but
Armand
he
said he
brought us.
still paid. Armand said he still paid for it, and I'm so
Oh,
pissed
he
because I
might have
didn't
still
think of that.
paid. Yeah.
I'm like,
He
damn
also
it,
brought
I
us
can't
pizza. So
what?
Armand also brought us pizza. So
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't pay for that.
And then
He didn't pay for that.
then they started like selling the slices, no?
oh yeah. So one of our committee members,
Hold
he
on.
got bored just sitting around the concessions. So he's like, I'm gonna take a box of chips and start asking people for their money. And he came back with an empty box of chips, and we were like, okay, now do it with the soda. And he
I
sold all of our soda. And then
I,
and then Armand brought the pizza, and he's like, hey Armand, can I go sell that pizza?
dude, I wonder
And we
why
sold the pizza.
It's
Landon came
almost like
back with
somebody cleared out their chips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wonder why Landon came back with an empty box of chips. I wonder why that happened. Jacob, would you happen to know why he came back with an empty box of chips?
I don't know, man. Maybe it sounds like someone might have been hungry.
It sounds like maybe former guest
Someone
Declan
it sounds like someone
Ogan,
didn't have change.
who was with us had a $10 bill and just bought every single bag of chips that was left. Bro, what was it when Landon came over to like offer us the chips? What was it you said to him about like
I said
Fritos?
I said the least funny thing, bro, but it was like we were watching Paul Blart, so anything went. I was like, "Did you sell out of Fritos?" He was like, "No." I was like, "Because they're bad," and everybody started laughing. People started laughing for like 20 seconds.
Oh,
It
you're
was
like,
so unfunny,
bro, do
bro.
you have any
I gotta
Fritos
be
left?
anything compared to Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 is hilarious.
Bro, yo,
I
you
was
got
so
any
disappointed
Fritos
in that
left?
joke, and everybody
Actually,
left.
we have a lot of Fritos left. Well, no shit, they're ass. That was it. That was the funniest thing to us at the time.
I probably would have laughed.
Bro, but
4 seconds after I said it, I was like, "Why are you laughing?"
that movie, Paul Blart 2, is so bad. I'm being completely honest. Paul Blart is such an annoying character. Like he's just annoying. Like I would hate talking to him in real life because he's a male
I
Karen.
I thought he was likable.
Dude, I was getting pissed off right at the
I mean,
start of the
like,
movie when he's like talking to that receptionist and he's like, "Listen, man, do you know who I am? Can I speak to a manager?" Like Paul Blart, man, shut up.
bro,
But
Why were y'all
it's just
cheering? Talk
funny.
about that.
all right, so the reason people started cheering is because, one, dude, the amount of people that were at the movie at the start versus like just halfway through was like stark. Like you could tell lots of people left, and we were getting bored. I think it was either you, Jacob, or it was Thomas who leaned over to me and pointed out, like halfway through the film, you were like, everyone's on their phones, and like I started looking around, and like every single pot of people were just like on their phones. No one was paying attention. And so there's a scene in the movie where Paul Blart's like giving a speech, and the guy in the film's like, "And now welcoming to the stage, Paul Blart." And I just randomly started just clapping and cheering, "Yeah, Paul Blart!" And somehow everyone on the field just started joining. And from that point on, pretty much every single time anything remotely interesting happened in the film, people started just clapping and cheering for no reason.
It was actually impressive though, because it took like 7 seconds to get going. It was 7 seconds straight of just Sawyer clapping by himself, and then it was just a cacophony.
That's
And then
so
every time after it happened, Thomas was acting like he was starting it, and like everybody still clapped, but I was just trying to convince him that it was just his own claps echoing, and he got so mad because he thought I was being serious.
Bro, like it happens every time at lunch too. Like I start a joke and then Thomas takes it and cranks it all the way up to 11. Because there was a scene where there was like ice cream dripping into Paul Blart's mouth, and Thomas was literally as loud as he could possibly be. Like, dude, there was
Dude,
also yeah.
I kept saying that the other people's claps were echoes, and he was getting so mad. He was like, "No, they're not. Literally, like I'm not even clapping right now." And I'm like, "It's delayed because of the risers." And he's like, "Hey, it's not. You can literally see their hands. You can see their hands moving."
Dude, there was a point where like I think I pointed out I was like, "Hey guys, look, the moon is full." And like they all started like howling like Thomas and Anthony.
Oh my god, dude.
That,
Started pointing at a
that's how
tree.
bored Paul Blart 2 made us. The God, it should have been Ocean's 11. It's such a classic movie. Ocean's 11 is literally the movie that inspired The Plan, the video we made sophomore year.
Not my business.
Like it's
Mm,
I've never seen Ocean's 11, but I would have loved to see it at Film with the Field.
me neither.
yeah. Why weren't you at
Dude,
film on the field, Ian?
there's a little story to that, but first, that clapping thing, Sawyer, you clapping on your own for 7 seconds straight, so brave of you.
Bro, I was just hyped to see Paul Blart give a
It was
speech.
very bold.
It's not the
You led the clapping revolution on Film on the Field.
I did.
God.
Dude, that's like another thing. I see videos of like people in movie theaters who like genuinely like clap and cheer it for things in films, but like here in Iowa, like no one does that. You like stay silent. And sometimes I wish that that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
But
I
Anyways,
mean, it depends.
you also never want to be the guy in a movie theater who's like the only one going,
Clapping.
"Yay!"
Sawyer, you were Thomas might do that.
I probably would if I'm like with a group of people and I don't, you know.
Yeah. Anyways, the reason I wasn't at Film on the Field, and I really wanted to go. I've never been to a Film on the Field, and I wanted senior year to be the year I finally went. But we had this tradition at every homecoming pep assembly where the football players and the gold dusters will dance together. They have this like little dance routine, and I I originally wasn't gonna do it because they had enough people, but one of the guys gets injured and they need a substitute. So I volunteer. So I missed the first day of practice. And the second day of practice is during Film on the Field. And it's the only other day of practice before the pep assembly. So I have to go to this one, otherwise I literally won't know what to dance. So unfortunately I could not go to Film on the Field. And then after the dance practice, I went to the front little gates to try to get to the field, and I was like, "Hey, can you please let me in?" And she's like, "Nope, nope, it's too late." too late, you can't come in. And I was like, I will. I had the pizza that Armand had too, because they ordered a whole bunch of pizza for the dance class, and not like there was a bunch left over. I was like, I'll give you a slice of pizza if you let me in. And she was like, nope, 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 you can't do that. It's too late. The movie's almost over anyways. Just go home. And I was so pissed.
Uh,
You were bribing Miss Cleppy with a slice of pizza.
It
No,
wasn't
it
even
was
Miss Peppy. It
it
was
was it was one of the it
Oh,
it's the security officer that everyone hates.
I
remember
know.
what I said about it?
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
remember what I said, Sawyer?
Yeah, what?
Do you want to repeat what I said when we were walking out?
I don't know what you said. That's the.
Oh, I
Oh my god, I do
called you
remember
Paul
what
Blart.
you said. That was so bad, Jacob. I'm not repeating what you said.
what did he said?
I called her Paul Blart.
That's
Dude,
actually so funny.
I told her, I'm like, well, she knew that I was a part of the committee because I was taking tickets all night and I was taking lawn chairs back to my car. I'm like, hey, I'm taking these lawn chairs to my car. She's like, okay. And then I come walking back in, and just out of the side of her eye, she sees me and she just sticks her hand out like this and just conks me in the face. And she's like, oh, sorry. I thought you were someone trying to get in.
Why did you take that so seriously?
Why
Just
wa-
let us go watch the movie.
Why
Yeah,
was your
dude.
first reaction to someone walking in? Oh, whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Just
Yeah.
stiff arm. Like you could have just gone like, oh hey, you can't go in, or nah.
Yeah.
Boosh.
Yeah.
Ah.
I had a
Ooh.
valid reason I couldn't show up on time, but she still would not let.
Yeah, the chair of our committee was not happy that she wasn't letting anyone in.
Yeah, why? Like
Um,
you're just denying customers. Like
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would have paid the $4 for the
Uh,
last 15 minutes of the movie.
it was
$5.
$5 actually,
Or
pal.
If you
Made the
or
five.
5 cans.
if you run the event, aren't you like her
Um,
manager? Can't you just tell her stop not letting
well,
people in?
um, we just
Student
kind of didn't
council.
say any. We just kind of didn't
You're
want to
scared of
fight
her?
her on it. So,
I feel
That's fair.
like student council and like the school administration, which I guess you could count her as, have like a, what was it, like the Pope and the Emperor like power dynamic. You know what I'm talking about?
mhm.
Yeah.
That's the
Which
kind
one
of
is
dynamic
she?
you guys have. Which one's she?
The emperor.
Mm. And you guys are the Pope.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm your mom.
Hey yo. All right.
Okay.
Dude, another
But
thing that happened Wednesday, wait, I really want to talk about this. Wednesday, the theme was barbecue dad and soccer moms, right? And at lunch, all
Mhm.
right, here's the story. If any of you know what I'm talking about, don't spoil the ending. Where I was at lunch and I was in line in the Commons with Isaiah, Thomas, and Braden and Declan. And we're in
you think
line.
this story's different from all the others about them being at lunch?
It's a little different. So basically, we're in line, and Isaiah just randomly, yeah,
But it's not.
Isaiah just randomly
Did you
goes.
tell me this?
I did not tell you this.
Never mind. Never mind. Okay, keep talking. Keep talking. Never mind.
Story time. So we're in line, and Isaiah just randomly starts shouting, and I mean loud. He goes, "Oh my God, it's Patrick Starr!" And we turn and look. Well, no, he initially said, "Oh my God, it's Patrick," and we thought he meant like our friend Patrick who graduated. And we're like, "No, Isaiah, he graduated. He's not here." And then he was like, "No, no, 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 Patrick Starr from SpongeBob." And he was like shouting this, and we're like, "Isaiah, shut up! You're not being funny." And then he just like, "Guys, no, you gotta believe me. I saw Patrick Starr. I saw him." And like other people are looking at us and are like looking at him like he's crazy. And we're like, "Isaiah, please shut up." And he's like, "No, guys, I swear I saw him." And we're all in line just like making fun of him, calling him like crazy. And we eventually get sat down. We get our lunch and sit down. And we're all just sitting eating lunch. And we're all still making fun of Isaiah for being obnoxious. And then in walks Patrick fucking Starr. A full inflatable costume of Patrick Starr comes walking into the Commons, and we all lost it. Because, dude, like, how were we supposed to believe him?
The man spews truth, bro.
Bro, when
Yeah.
we're in line and he just randomly starts shouting, "Oh my God, it's Patrick Starr!" We turn and look and there's nobody there.
Dude, so that was barbecue day? What does that have to do with barbecue?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know, and that's the thing. Declan like commented. He was like, "Bro, how do teachers crack down on like hoods and hats? But that person's just in a costume, and you can't tell who they are, and no one's doing anything."
Dude, you know what I saw today? I
Hmm.
saw today after the homecoming parade. I was in the commons with like all the other people from the parade, and I saw the Bulldog mascot remove its helm.
Was it? Who was
It,
it?
I
it's
was
not.
starstruck.
It's not
No,
real.
because literally I saw who it was, and I literally had no clue who that person is. But
It's-
I was still so excited.
It's actually me.
I was like kind of trying to
He would know if it was
yeah,
you.
point still stands. I don't know who the hell that is.
Yeah.
Um oh, but on barbecue dad's day, I wore or I took part. I wore a barbecue dad outfit, and then my dad took a picture of me in front of his truck, and then I looked at it and I was like, this looks like just a regular North Scott senior photo. Because
Jacob,
it literally did. Or I'll
Dude,
hold up. I'll pull it
I
up.
went to
Jacob,
Cane's on barbecue dad day, and I go in there and I'm like waiting 10 minutes for my food. And I dressed up, I had like a whole like beer gut with like a pillow and like an apron. Dude, I looked so whack. There was no one else inside Cane's but me. And just like the three workers just at the cashier were just looking at me like up and down like I was some crazy guy. And then they come out with my food. They're like, "Are you David Ball?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And
Yes, sir.
they're like looking me up and down. They're like, "Okay, you have a good one." I'm like, "Oh God, they think I'm crazy."
Dude, I do not understand how you can willingly go into a Cane's, go up to the, teenage minimum wage cashier and be like, "Yes, I want the cup of sauce. I want you to put all the sauce in a cup, please."
Dude, it's so good. Their sauce is so good.
Bro, how do you willingly do that to like a random teenager? I want you to put it all in the cup now.
Dude, we
All
should
the way
bring
to brim,
one of the
no
big
ice.
gulp cups from 7-Eleven.
Dude,
We
we were
like fill it. Let me watch you.
we were talking about this a few episodes ago. I was walking to the middle school for the parade today, and I saw Scoopy, the Culver's mascot. I saw
Oh,
him.
dude! Scoopy stopped in front of my car and stared me in the eyes. It was
Why
terrifying.
was he out and about?
I was just in my car in Cumberland Square,
It was
and all of
unleashed.
a sudden I look up and there's just a Scoopy hovering over my hood. It was terrifying.
Bro, I saw him, and what was he doing out and about? What's the special occasion?
Probably he was probably an advertisement.
Maybe. But yeah, the
Especially shame.
parade that happened today. That was today.
Yeah, it was.
I guess yesterday. If this comes out Friday. Um,
Yeah.
wait, sorry. Before we keep going, I forgot what I was gonna say, and now I remembered the Patrick Star person. They are in my sociology class, and that is the second day they wore the Patrick Star outfit for Spirit Week.
dude.
They wore it for America Day, and their logic was, "Oh, there's stars on the American
Stars and
flag."
stripes.
Dude, that's really smart
I,
actually.
I'm
I was like,
saying,
"Okay." I messed with that fit. Owen was like, "Nah, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of." Like, I mean, stars on it's kind of cool. I
what a
messed
It's kind
hater.
of funny.
I messed with that, but then they wore it again for barbecue dad day, and I was like, "What are you doing? That doesn't make any sense. That's not on theme at all."
Dude, like the looks on all of our faces when Patrick Starr actually walked into the room was hilarious. But we had the parade today. David and I were of course in our convertibles for homecoming court.
You guys
Yeah,
are
Um,
so,
looking
you guys
sexy.
are so cool.
yeah, Ian was on the football float, and Jacob, you were marching band, right?
Yeah.
How was that? You were
Oh
at the
yeah.
very front, right?
I think we were like the third. We were after the cheerleaders, and it was kind of rough actually. It was not a great showing.
Mm.
It was also really hot.
Yeah, it was, dude. Dude,
Yeah, I didn't get a float. Yeah, you guys got floats. You guys got cars. We had to walk the entire like
Dude, it
Did
was
were you guys
half
playing
so
mile.
music
hot.
as you walked?
what?
What?
What,
Were you
Ian?
guys playing music as you walked?
Yeah,
It's a
we were. I
marching
mean, we
band.
were marching. We were playing music, but we usually wear the uniforms if it's not too hot. But we weren't. We were just in black and gold.
Dude, we got so lucky. There were these people on the side of the road that had like 3 cases of water bottles, And when the football float was driving by, they were like, "Hey, you guys need water?" And we're like, "Yes, it is so hot." And then they ran over and like handed us 3 cases like full of water, and we were like, "Thank you." It was the best moment of the whole parade.
I was given a popsicle by some random dude before the parade started.
That's pretty sick.
I don't.
That sound was it
I didn't.
opened?
No, it was in a bag. It was fine.
Alright.
I
Sealed.
I didn't have time to finish it because I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't like be eating a popsicle in someone else's Mustang convertible, and like like that would be bad. But dude, David? Why did we have to show up so early? The parade started at 6. We had
You
to show up
tell
at
me, dude.
5, and
You
like
tell me.
especially in the outfit like I was wearing, which was like fancier. Dude, sitting out in that heat just for an hour
Brutal.
waiting for the parade to start was
Dude,
terrible.
Dude, you missed the best part of before the parade, dude. When you left us and the 9 of us went inside, like
Mhm.
there was a lady. She's like, "You can't go there," and we just ignored her. And then all the doors to every classroom in the middle school were unlocked, so we went into every single classroom and reminisced on what we did in the classrooms.
Oh my god, that's actually so cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
I kind of wish I had done that. I just went and like harassed the people at the senior float and were like, "Hey guys, hope you have fun. I'm not gonna be here, dude." What we did do is we got Corbin de Decker to go on the senior float
Oh yeah.
2 years
Corbin
in a
DeDecker's
row.
Hey,
Dude. How
Corbin
many?
DeDecker's gonna replace you, Ian, if you don't lock in.
You're actually so right.
Yeah.
Dude, you don't let history repeat itself because last year,
Yeah.
before Corbin was even on student council, the parade happened, and Corbin was just at the middle school, and we were like, "Hey, Corbin, we need you for our junior float. Come on!" And Corbin was on our junior float for the parade last year, and then like 2 weeks later, he's a member of student council. And this year, we needed more people for a senior float. Corbin shows up, and then what happened after that? Someone got kicked off.
It will not. I
Self-fulfilling
I'm lock
prophecy,
guys,
bro.
I'm locking in. I will be at the meetings, I swear. You can't do this to me.
Corbin has a
You
curse.
told me you were gonna check your grade. Are you still failing?
I haven't checked yet. Do you want me to go run up to my car really quick and see if I'm failing?
No. Well, actually, yes.
Okay. I'll
All
be
right.
right back.
While he's going and checking his student council grade.
Wait.
Oh,
Do it on your phone.
I can't, dude. I don't know how.
go get your Chromebook.
Alright.
Okay, okay.
Go get your Chromebook. Go.
Isn't it? Wait, his
Wait,
Chromebook.
what are we talking about?
He probably shouldn't be leaving his Chromebook just in his
He
truck.
really shouldn't.
That's not good
That's a
for it.
really bad idea.
Yeah, there were definitely days last year where he would come into school like during the
That's definitely a
winter.
Chromebook violation. I would go as far as to
During the
say.
winter, he'd come into school and his Chromebook wouldn't turn on because it was like frozen. It was like ice cold to the touch. But
Dude, I don't have any classes where I need to use my Chromebook. It's actually crazy.
Got one class.
but then the parade did happen. I sort of got in the habit. I had these like little like Jolly Rancher gummies that I was like chucking at kids' heads. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Um, I felt so bad. This happened last year. I ran out of candy right at the tail end.
Yeah.
So there were like a
Mhm.
bunch of little kids like at the high school who were like, please, please give us candy. And I'm just sitting there like with the bag, like I can't do it.
Dude,
I was
I've been in a parade like that before. You're supposed to save all the candy till the end and just throw a kid the entire bag.
Yeah.
That's the strategy, or just save it for yourself.
Like,
dude,
oh, I
I
forgot to throw the candy. Oh no, whoop.
I had like 10 pieces left and we had like like a fifth of the parade left to go. And I was just playing rock, paper, scissors with kids. And if they lost, I just wouldn't give them candy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's actually smart.
Yeah, I know. I won a couple times.
Um,
Dude, my
Did you blow
my niece was in the parade.
point
She
and
was
laugh at him?
yes, Ian.
my,
Continuing.
my niece Jacob. My niece was in the crowd, and she was up near Hoover, and I was like trying to save candy for her, but everyone on the football field is just like throwing out candy all over the place, and I'm like have a little pile next to me, like okay, this right here is for my niece. No one else touch it. And I'm looking away. I'm throwing like little tiny pieces of candy, and I look back, and all of my candy's gone. I'm looking around like, who took my candy, bro? And he was like, I don't know. I thought that was just to pass out. And I was like, no, dude, my niece. So some kid on the football team threw away all my candy. So then I stole some candy from some other people and gave that to my niece. So it all worked out.
Oh, that's a happy ending.
Perf.
Oh,
Oh, is he checking his
Oh.
grade?
Okay. All right, guys. Student council
All right.
was at a 16% before I turned in that assignment. Now I'm at a 31.
Let's
17.
go.
Oh my god.
Hey, you still got Hunger Drive to go through, so you can bring that up.
Yeah, we're gonna get that up to an A++.
Mm-hmm.
Homecoming, that's gonna be an issue.
Hey, you still got your wrap up. You still
Why?
got next week's meeting. I mean, hey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the dance.
Oh yeah, going to the dance.
Mhm.
Oh.
Do you guys think I can?
Ooh.
Do you guys think I can like Photoshop it?
Bro, that's not how that works. They check it when you buy the ticket.
Yeah.
No, I already bought my ticket. I'm gonna
Oh.
go up to the door and they're gonna check my grades. Like, oh, and they're gonna like, oh, Ian, you're failing. And I was like, no, they just updated my grades. I swear to God. And I pulled a photo and they're like, oh, okay, come on in.
Dude.
How do they check it? They check
Wait,
your
when
ID.
do they check your grades? Do they check it at the door?
I thought they checked it when you bought your ticket.
I bought my ticket. Wait, did you guys buy your tickets yet?
No, not yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet. I'm doing it tomorrow. Well,
Jacob-
today.
Jacob,
Ah,
did they
What?
check your grade?
I don't think so. I don't think they checked your grade. I can screenshot my Minga and you can put your face over mine and you'll show my grades.
Jacob, wait. I want to try that. Send it to me.
All right.
Send it to me.
I'll get back to you. Where'd Sawyer go?
I don't know.
taking a PB break. I don't know.
I hope this isn't incriminating. I hope no teachers are gonna be watching this before the homecoming dance.
Oh, all the teachers are watching this right now.
It's live. Man, we really fall apart without Sawyer here. What are we gonna talk about?
So, you guys got anything coming up this weekend?
This weekend,
We got the
homecoming
homecoming
dance.
is
We
all
have the
we got.
homecoming game against
Oh,
Lindenwood.
oh yeah. Oh,
Oh my
number
God, talk
4,
about the
Denver
Powder
versus
Puff
number
game.
5.
I go away for 5 seconds and you guys fall apart. Talk about the Powder Puff game that happened after the parade.
Oh yeah.
Well, the
I didn't
seniors
go.
won. What else is there to talk
Okay,
about?
I got to talk about this. What? Okay, I went to the Powder Puff game.
Uh-huh.
I didn't stay for the entire thing. I left, and the score was 0-6. The juniors were winning, and as I was like getting into my car, like there was only like 2 minutes left on the clock too. As I was getting into my car, the crowd started exploding, and I was like, I wonder what happened. And then I'm sitting here at home before recording this episode, and there are people who are arguing over what happened and who won. What happened, Ian? You were there the whole time, so
I was there the whole time. I was on the sidelines. This is what happened. So the game, you were right. You were right, Sawyer. It was 0-6. Juniors were winning. Um, they're playing out the game. The seniors have one last drive. They have 2 minutes left on the clock to try to score. They're lining up and they throw an interception, which
Mhm.
just totally ruins their chances of winning. There's now 50 seconds left on the clock, and that was when the crowd erupted. They're like,
Mhm.
"Oh my God, the game's over! Juniors win!" And then the juniors almost ran the interception back for a touchdown, so that was kind of cool to see, but they didn't. Then the juniors ran out the rest of the clock, and the game ends 0-6. Juniors win, but the guys in charge of the scoreboard were Finn and Tommy Bloom, and they both changed the final score 9-6 as a joke. And then all the seniors on the sideline were like, "Oh my God, guys, look at the score! We won!" Also, as a joke, they know they lost. And then they start posting online, "Guys, seniors won! Light work, too easy!" And now everyone who wasn't at the game think that the seniors won.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. People, I saw 2 posts. One that was like, "Yay seniors!" One, "Yay juniors!" I'm like, what happened? I left with like a minute left on the
Dude.
clock. How are people arguing over who won? I was like, ain't no way.
Yeah, it was David. It was Callista.
Yes.
It was Callista. She gave me a ride home. I'm better with names. It was Callista. She was the one who helped you with the sign, right? At South Doors. Claire.
No. That was
Claire.
Claire.
I knew it started with a C. It was Claire who gave me a ride home.
Close.
She-
Yeah, it was the same thing.
Basically, she gave me a ride home, and she was also the center for the juniors. And she was talking about she was so pissed that Delaney put that on her story. She was like, "Oh my God, Delaney put that shit on her story. Now I was gonna think that the seniors won." She was so pissed.
Okay, so
Seniors
that-
did win though.
I guess
Seniors lost.
I guess we can say like one last year, like certified juniors
Seniors
won.
won.
Hey.
Well, no. Now knowing this information, I'm gonna continue to support the seniors.
Start
What was?
gaslighting
Can I just?
everyone.
Can you? Can you just like repeat to me like what was the final score on the scoreboard when you left?
Me? 0-6 when I left.
I didn't ask you.
Oh, he was
Who
at
you asking
The
me?
finals. I said the final score.
The
Hey, what
final
was it?
score on the scoreboard before it was turned off was seniors 9, juniors 6.
Oh,
But
so then the
Yeah.
seniors won, of course.
but
I'm
funny thing
not
is they
saying I'm great at math, but I know greater than and or equal to,
okay,
and 9 seems
hear
to
me
be
out.
better than
One
6,
big
greater
thing
than
to fully
6.
disqualify this whole thing, in order for the seniors to score 9 points, they would have to score a touchdown, not kick the point after, so they only have 6 points, and then kick a field goal. This is the thing, they weren't allowed to kick field goals or point afters. So it's impossible for them to score 9 points, Jacob.
Well, one thing is, were all the juniors tested for performance enhancing drugs? Because if they weren't, then it's kind of invalidated.
I guess you're right,
I
but the
agree.
seniors also weren't tested, so
Well,
Well,
you're
but
bringing
why
up new
would
topics. That's not
we're responsible,
true. True.
more mature. We wouldn't like fake
Dude,
our
halfway
performance.
halfway through the game, the seniors are losing, right? And they look. I'm on the bench with a couple of football players, like down next to the field. They look over at me and they're like, "Ian." There's a Laura, and she shouts out, "Ian," and I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Help us!" And I was like, "What do you want me to do?"
Jump
And they're like,
in, start playing,
bring your you should have dude, you should have brought a wig. That'd be so funny.
bro. Just
Yeah.
run in and ignore all the rules. Just full tackle them to the.
But dude, they were like, "Ian, help us!" And I was like, "I don't know how to help you." And they're like, "Don't you know
I gotta
football?" And I
practice
was
my
like,
dancing.
Score a touchdown right now. Just-
"They're like, don't you know football?" I was like, "It's too late to help you. You guys needed to know this stuff at practice a couple days ago. I can't help you 30 seconds before you guys go in."
Well, I guess that's
No.
interesting. Anyways, today is the pep assembly, the homecoming.
Yeah, it is.
David
It
and I are about to bust it down during our homecoming skits,
Oh my
You
god.
know it.
and so
You
is
know
Ian
it.
with the football
3
team.
Yeah, 3 of us are
Mhm.
dancing. Jacob, what are you
And
doing, bro?
Yeah. What?
Lock
Yeah. What
in.
the hell are you doing?
Jacob is.
I'm gonna be so lonely in the senior section. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find someone.
You're
So
gonna
are
have
the
You're not
band
to.
even,
kids.
to chill with.
dude. Aren't you in band?
So are the band kids.
Don't care about the pep assembly, bro.
Yeah,
We play Bettendorf fights and it's lame.
last assembly, Jacob sat next to me and I was like, "Jacob, shouldn't you be with the band kids?" He was like, "No, I hate the band kids."
Dude, W. Jacob, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Dude,
what I'm saying.
Livy and I were practicing our skit. We practiced on Tuesday and Wednesday morning. We practice in like the band room. Whatever, whichever room you let us.
FA1.
Yeah, FA1. That room is nasty, dude.
You should go
Yeah,
into the
well,
band room. That room is
Bro, in that room there was
like
just a
10
pair of
times.
white socks on the floor. What was that about?
Oh yeah. That's from
there's a
our
bird's nest in there
performance
one
on
time.
Friday. That's from our performance on Friday. Someone probably didn't have black socks on, and so they took off their white socks and then they left them there, and they were kind of green when I looked at
Yeah, they were nasty.
them.
Dude, I think I saw like a like I don't know. I don't have anything funny to say there. That was just gross.
There was probably like a couple doing it in the percussion closet. There always is.
Hey,
What?
Hey,
Dang, David.
dude! Freshman
Thank
year,
you.
freshman year, I walked in on two people getting crazy in the band locker, dude. I'm
Dude,
just
how
walking in
crazy.
to put my instrument away, and they're just like pushing each other on the wall, like going crazy at it, and I'm like, my bad, teach.
Teach. It was your
Oh.
teacher.
teacher, the
I
teacher.
remember that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. But anyways, yeah, pep assembly today. Everyone should better be getting hype, and then afterwards, we're voting for homecoming king and queen, and
Yes.
y'all are gonna vote Sawyer Fields for homecoming
Yep.
king.
You're gonna vote
Wait,
Sawyer
wait.
Fields.
David doesn't even want to when he's telling people to vote for Sawyer.
It's actually
Sawyer,
reverse psychology.
Yes.
I won't vote for you unless you skin the snake in your skit.
What does that mean?
What? That's from the pep assembly, the little activity.
That's the freaky game they played at the last pep assembly.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that with anyone.
Sawyer,
Not even with me.
Sawyer,
Yeah.
That should be how graduation is.
No,
You just gotta
Sure.
one by one go over.
are you gonna cross dress in your dance?
that's
That's how you win, bro.
bro.
You're not gonna
That
win.
is how
You
you
know what?
win.
Since it's
You're
happening
not
today, and most people probably aren't gonna watch this until after school, anyways. For those who've made it this far, here's a little like preview for my skit during the
Oh
pep
my
assembly.
god, that's so cute.
Never mind.
Oh.
What is she wearing? What is she wearing?
She's a tiger. I'm a chicken.
Well,
Is she gonna hunt you?
Dude, actually that'd be funny, but no, that's not what
be
we're
like,
What the?
Liz.
Kinky, bro.
Dude, this thing has a pocket in the front, and there's a little baby chicken in the pocket. Dude, that
You
is-
should throw that in the student section.
Dude,
for the
like
next
after our
scene.
skit, I'm
Throw that to
like,
me.
hey, who
Yes,
wants
please
it?
throw that
Who
in
wants it? Who want? Oh, should I sign it
Yeah.
right now?
That would go so hard.
I yearn for it.
I gotta like sign it. Hold on. I can't do that
You
right.
need to auction off your offspring.
Like my chicken onesie, like auction it off. I
Yeah.
should probably give it back to Livy because she bought it.
Oh,
Mm.
oh.
Now you should probably ask if you can throw the chicken thing in there in the crowd.
I don't know what else you'd do with the chicken thing. You can't really use the pocket if it's sitting in there.
Type shit.
Oh. But
It's like a kangaroo.
yeah, and then
Kangaroo.
later tonight, King and Queen are gonna be crowned.
Halftime of the homecoming game.
No, it's
Yes.
before the homecoming game. It's in between.
That's not happening.
Yes.
It's in
Oh, that
between
was
the
after.
It's
JV.
between the JV and the varsity.
You would know that if you
Ex-
watched my
Except
homecoming
it's
week
probably
video.
it's probably the freshman varsity, not JV and varsity. 'Cause it's switched.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Linmar, it's gonna be a great game.
Oh, it's gonna be a great game.
Are you gonna play, Ian?
Oh.
I am technically still academically suspended and injured, so no.
But you will be there. All of you will be there. I mean, I know David.
Yes.
Obviously, Jacob, you're gonna be there, right?
I have to be there.
Yeah.
I'm part of the halftime show
Mm-hmm. You're gonna see that
And
coronation.
pregame.
What?
and pregame. Dude, we're not playing my solo. I'm so hyped for my
You're
solo.
pre-gaming.
I-
I'm
Pregame
kidding.
band
Game
is
is game.
crazy.
And then the dance. And then the dance is Saturday. Ian may or may not be able to
Oh,
attend.
We'll see. I bought a whole fit, so I better be able to go.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I've been
I need a
reusing the same
tie.
uniform
I need
for
like an
years.
exotic tie.
I know a tie.
My fit is all black, so I need like a standout color, like purple or red or something.
Ooh, you get all black.
Oh, gray.
Well, you gotta do gold. You gotta do gold.
Gold would go
The
so
colors.
hard. Hold up.
Ooh, that'd
Yeah.
be
I
good.
don't know where I can find a gold tie.
Yeah, I'll wear
There's a
gold.
lot of people with gold ties.
I'll wear
You could just
gold
add
to
to
the homecoming dance. I'll wear the gold crown they're gonna give me when I win Kane. Hey, hey!
Sash?
I think you get a sash. I think you get a crown. I know the queen gets like a tiara or something. At least last
Yeah.
year.
Sawyer, normally the king dances at the homecoming dance. Are you actually gonna dance?
Hell no,
Dude, you gotta lead the dance
Sawyer,
circle.
I've never once
Guy-
seen
No,
This
bro.
guy's not Corey Dixon.
bro. I
I
am
don't know
going
what-
to hit.
you have to break it down.
David has to hit the gritty with me, and that's what we'll do.
Okay.
You- Corey, are you talking about the one dude sophomore year that went crazy after winning king?
Okay, well, that was last year, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, whatever. Like last year, whatever. He was so sweaty at the end of the dance, dude.
I mean, yeah, he was going crazy. Corey's such a talented
Busting
guy.
it down.
Mm-hmm. He's not here to help us carry us in the Hunger Drive skit when we do that.
Mhm.
Dude, the dance, the Hunger Drive dance is crazy hard.
Dude, David, I was watching you practice that today. I was like,
Yeah.
man, David's looking good.
Yeah, I was like, it reminded me of the dance I'm gonna have to do.
Oh, at the pep assembly, yeah, we're gonna see
I'm
Ian.
actually kind of nervous for it, dude.
Oh,
I
we
don't
get to
think-
see it at eye level too.
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody expects the football players to dance well, so I'm not super worried about like dancing super well.
Point of it, I think the point of it is, yeah, to like look at these big stupid football players that look funny. But like, I don't think you ever want to be like the
You don't want to be the
fully
worst
worst.
one. Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't
You don't want to be the worst one, but you definitely don't. You do not want to be the best one.
if you're the you lose so much aura being the best dancer.
For our skits, I mean, I'm not particularly worried about mine. I mean, David, you've seen mine. I think ours is pretty.
Yours is easily the best skit, dude. That I was like grinning ear to ear from the entire time I was watching your skit for the first time. It was so good. The choreograph, oh my,
More
the
spoilers.
choreography.
I wish I had.
Oh.
I don't have the battery in it. Anyways, audio listeners.
It's gonna be if you
I
can
know.
execute it as well as you did on Wednesday.
We
it's
actually
gonna be
messed
really
up
good.
on Wednesday, but I'm not going to explain how. We'll just hope that it doesn't happen again today.
Yeah. My skit's the shortest skit, which I'm fine with.
You don't want to win anyways, bro. I
Well,
almost feel
no,
kinda-
no. It's not that I don't want to win. It's not because I want my partner to win,
Mhm.
but it's that it's less time that I have to mess up.
That's true. It is good
Yeah.
that you don't like run with your partner because I think your partner would be so pissed.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm here
yeah.
with David Ball.
You're like, David doesn't even want to win. He's telling everyone to vote for Sawyer. What the hell?
Dude, someone came out to me the other day and they're like,
They
"Me
did
and all my friends are voting for you, David Ball." And I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Oh, you didn't tell him to vote for Sawyer?
Hey.
I mean, hey, if they're voting for me, they're voting for me. But if people ask me who they should vote for, I say Sawyer Fields. But if
Yeah,
they say
because
they're
like
voting me, I'm not gonna switch my mind.
you're dividing the band kid vote.
Yeah.
Right? Sawyer needs to win the band kid nomination.
I need the band
Yeah.
kid votes. It's either me or you or me that gets them.
Yeah, because you guys are gonna split the band kids and make them like have less of a
Impact.
say, have less.
Mm.
Dude.
Well, third part.
Dude.
Dude,
Dude.
What?
dude,
Dude.
dude.
I wanted to talk about a Talk to a podcast this episode, but I'm thinking about
Oh my,
saving that
it
for
is
another day.
so
Yeah,
late.
I
wanna
think we're
go to
running out
bed.
of time.
For another time, we'll talk about that.
I don't want to talk about the Talk to a podcast for 30 minutes.
Sawyer has
I'm not trying
opinions.
to do
I think that
Okay.
about wraps us up, though.
Cliffhanger.
Stay tuned for
We
next
should
week's
get her on.
episode when I talk about the Talk to a podcast for half an hour.
I feel bad for whoever our guest is going to be next.
No, dude. We're not opening with it.
All right. Thank you all for
If
listening.
our guest is Thomas Casey, we can talk about it for 4.5 hours.
Dude, all right. Thank you all for listening. Happy homecoming week. Be
Happy
sure to vote for King and Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're listening to this before that's happened, which you're probably not, but I don't know. Anything else to say, guys, before we wrap it up here?
Yeah. Let's have
Happy
a
homecoming.
good homecoming.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Woo!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I love you, Mom and Dad.
I love David's mom
Um,
and dad too.
And my dog.
I don't love David's dog.